Welcome back, everybody, to Pole Hook Golf, the podcast. I'm your host, Matt Cook, and tonight we've got a very special guest yet again, Mr. Co-host himself, Buttsy.
Thanks for having me back, Matty.
It's
God,
my pleasure.
I fucking love being here. Thank you.
The people love it.
Thank you.
People love it.
A lot of fun.
We've got a great show for you tonight. Hopefully, my notes pop up here. Here we go, or else we'd be absolutely screwed. So, First of all, I switched it up tonight, Buttsy. This is a new setup for how the show structure goes. And it's kind of a tip-a-doo to the Liv Golf, not only the Liv Golf fans, but Liv Golf in general. So, Liv Golf Adelaide, we're going to recap that. The biggest event Liv Golf has ever had, and that's where we're starting the episode. Now, we're going to go into the Zurich Classic recap. We're going to get into the qualifier or the Q Myrtle Beach, the YouTube influencer recap.
Oh, boy.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Swanee style segment. And then we're going to, like I said, we're flipping it around a little bit tonight. We've got the upcoming CJ Cup that we're going to preview. And then we've got upcoming Liv Golf Singapore. So got some great stuff to go over tonight. But before we do, as we always do, I'm rocking the Swanee's polo tonight, folks. And if you want to get 25% off your entire order, go to swanees.co. Utilize promo code PoleHookGolf25 at checkout and get yourself some fresh gear from Swanee's Golf.
I like the little, we got a little yellow tones in there. You can't really see it from the camera maybe, but, and then on the collar too, huh?
Oh,
just
these are fresh.
Poppy goes with you got the Rolex on, just fucking.
I know.
Flexing like a bodybuilder.
The good old Travis Scott's, the fragments.
God,
it's tight as a bird's nipple out here. So we are just getting it dialed in tonight. Here we go. Once again, folks, Swanee's Golf. Swanees.co is the website. Get yourself 25% off your entire order by utilizing promo code PoleHookGolf25 at checkout. And let's start with Liv Golf Adelaide, my friend. It was fucking fire.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, those Aussie fans, man. I tell you, they have been starved for top-level professional golf, and they show up and show out.
Yes, they do.
It was absolutely popping, maybe even a little bit too much. You know, a lot of people on the Liv side criticized the Waste Management Phoenix Open, saying it got too fucking crazy this year. What a debacle for the PGA Tour. Well, guess what? Adelaide, we had a water bottle throw.
Watering hole. Who got hit?
Oh, the caddy for, whose caddy was it? I can't think of the caddy. Absolutely smoked him in the back of the head. Just a fire shot. By the way, kudos to the guy who threw the fucking water bottle.
Oh, absolute C.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, hold the phone. He's got a cannon.
Get that guy.
It might have even been a female. We don't know.
Get him into American football. The guy's got a cannon.
Hey, absolutely stunner. I believe the New York Giants just signed him to be their quarterback. So that's pretty
He's
sweet.
on a long flight right now as we speak. He's got a tryout.
Yeah, he's gonna be a walk-on tryout
Very
for
nice.
the New York Giants. That's false news, folks. That's not happening.
Don't listen to that.
But this was Liv's biggest event in the history of Liv Golf. They had an attendance of 90,000 fans out there in good old Adelaide.
Now that's bigger than a lot of PGA Tour events, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it is. It's nothing close to the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Just to keep it real, folks, I'm not dissing. I love here's the thing. They're a 3-year startup so far.
Yeah.
And they just knocked out 90,000, which tells me that Liv Golf isn't going anywhere.
No, and it says a couple. I mean, it obviously says that Australia has been starved for something like that for a while. So.
You know, and they've got a lot of conspiracy theories I've read on Twitter from the Aussies about the fact that the PGA Tour is this evil empire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It kind of gave me. It's kind of like watching Phoenix Open circa like 2009.
Oh,
maybe.
Good. Yeah, not bad.
Maybe
not
something
bad.
like that. You know.
And the watering hole, you could tell you had the cool kids out there.
Yes.
The kids that were just,
You did.
not really there for the golf, but they were there for the party, which just reminds me of the Waste Management Phoenix Open. And really, that's the model that Liv Golf was really built off of. So kudos to Liv Golf Adelaide. And guess what, folks? The team that brought it home for the home squad is the Ripper GC, Cam Smith and Company, Mark Leishman, and so forth. Absolutely brought it home. However, we had our very first team playoff in Liv Golf.
And they had to pick, right?
Yes, they
had to pick.
Two players.
Captain's pick.
Yep.
Yep.
And Cam said, listen, I've bogeyed this hole. You guys have birdied it.
Because he won't tap in bogey to win, right?
He basically was just like, well, when he was picking who the two players were going to be, he asked the team. He's like, listen, I don't necessarily think that I should just be in this because I haven't played this hole well. And the team fought back and was just like, no, Cam, you're in, bro.
Yeah, you're in.
Yeah, bro.
Interesting.
So,
Interesting.
Good old Cam Smith and the Ripper GC bring it home for the Australian crowd. And they defeated Stinger GC, which Stinger GC are the South Africans. So we had a little battle there from the Aussies and the South Africans. And that kind of led me into a thinking around this that I'll touch upon at the end of this segment. Okay, around should there be territories for these teams? I did ask Twitter this question, and we'll get into that.
What do you mean territories?
So I'll get into that in a little
Okay.
bit. I don't want to get there yet.
Sorry.
But, golf picks but louder last week, folks. Guess what? Pick the winner, Ripper GC. I was off with the Cam Smith individual. I think I was thinking of it from the heart, really. I mean, he had a chance for a little while there. I mean, the guy can just putt lights out.
Yeah.
And Adelaide's a cool little course, man. It's not a long golf course. There's not a ton of rough. It kind of goes from the fairways kind of into the pine straw. There's not a whole lot of, it's tight. The greens got super fast. Apparently, they were rolling like a 14, 15.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I did not know that.
And so any little wiggle kind of would set up offline.
Well, then I can't blame you for the Cam pick. Not to mention, Motherland.
I know. And I thought year two of this where Cam looked overwhelmed the first day. He's talked about it last year. He was just overwhelmed by the support and everybody out there. And he had nerves the very first day. Didn't play great. I was like, okay, he's probably got that under control this year. He's felt it. He's not going to have that same type of pressure, so to speak. But I will say this. Cam was out chugging, what's it called when you pour it into your sneaker?
Oh man, a boot?
I can't believe
a boot. I don't know.
God, what the hell is that called?
Fucking disgusting.
I'm gonna kick myself for this. A shoey. It's a fucking shoey.
Is that really what they call it?
It's really what it is.
Okay.
So he did a shoey.
Would you do a shoey?
He was drinking at night in between the rounds, so I'm not sure that he was so locked in golf wise, but his driver's getting better, which is pretty sweet. I mean, he's starting to get it a little bit back into form, which is nice to see from Cam Smith, especially, after, he played okay at the Masters, I feel like. But let's get into the individual winner real quick, which is Brendan Steele. Good old Steely Dan.
Every time I hear that guy's name, I think of a porno. And it's is there a porn star?
Brendan Steele.
There is a porn star named that, right?
I don't know.
God, I might watch. Okay. We don't need to get into that.
You've been spending a little bit too much time on the good old Pornhub, haven't you?
There was a time. Yeah, Brendan Steele.
Good player.
Yeah, very good player. He came out hot on Sunday. He rattle off 6 birdies in the first 13 holes. John Rahm chasing.
There's some stats for you.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. As I said, I'm a big Liv fan. The app makes it very easy to do that, even with the time change.
Oh man, Thursday night,
dialed.
I was in the bathtub watching Liv Golf from the tub.
You look like a bath guy.
I'm a big bath guy.
You look like a bath guy.
Really am. I'm not going to deny it. Some people might hate on it. Don't care.
Are you a bath bomb guy? Do you
Dude, I'll throw in fucking
what do you
rock
throw in
salts
there?
From goddamn Greece.
You're stopping at those stores in the mall. You're like, this looks, we're going to get dialed.
Yeah, don't even have my wife with me.
They're
looking at me going, oh, that's such a nice
smelling shit.
That's a nice gift for your wife. And I'm like, this is for me, bitch.
No, you don't. Yeah. Oh, yeah, can I get a gift receipt just so you don't feel weird?
Yeah,
it's okay.
Hun.
Very good.
No.
No, B-man.
Here's the
B-man.
thing. PGA Tour pundits, right? The
Yeah.
guys who are haters of Liv Golf, they're coming at Liv right now about the fact that Brendan Steele is a nobody. Oh, look at the leaderboard. There's nobodies up there for Liv Golf, so on and so forth. Just like when the Liv Golf guys who hate the PGA Tour were ripping the PGA Tour early in the year about the fact that, oh, look, there's nobodies up there winning. Oh, who's this Jake Knapp? Oh, bodyguard. Like, okay. My biggest thing there is that I love winners. I don't give a shit if they're a no-name or not. Like, I want to see great golf, and Brendan Steele played great this weekend.
And you're only a nobody until you're somebody, man.
That's right.
We all got to start somewhere. So, yeah, I'm out on that whole conversation. These guys that say that, fucking suck it, dude. Like, straight
They're
up.
idiots.
Yeah.
Absolute
Suck
idiots. So, yeah, cool. We got that down.
We're on the same page there.
Now, I'm going to ask you the question I asked Twitter. Do you think Liv Golf should have assigned territories to each team to really build up the fan base and community? So think about it this way. Like the TGL.
Do you mean regionally? Like,
So that's the thing.
Excuse me.
There were some haters that on this comment thinking that I was shitting on Liv Golf. I wasn't. I just think it'd be really cool to see like the Adelaide Rippers and the Jupiter Smash.
Okay, so you're talking like Major League Baseball, like
Major League Baseball, NFL, basketball,
like regional, like regional
MLS,
shit. Okay,
the Premier League.
I think that would make a whole lot more fucking sense if you're going to try to do a team setup. Territory.
Yeah,
like
we
you
even
said.
saw it from the Grass League at Grass Clippings, the par 3 competition where they've got all the teams and everything. That goes on out here. That's by Bleacher Report. And so that's already been a success.
Well, it's pretty, people, especially people that like sports, they draw battle lines, with borders.
Yeah.
And it's pretty well documented.
Well, and you can build
for
a
as long as
community
sports have been around. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. You live over there. We're on this side of the fence. Like, we hate you. Bro, you live 5 miles away. Doesn't matter. We wear these colors.
That's
you
right.
wear those. Fuck you. Like, you're on the other side of the tracks.
Oh, I had this poor Liv Golf kid who just was trying to shit all over me for saying this, and he just couldn't wrap he's like, that's not... Liv Golf is way better off because they don't have home territory.
Well, that kid's a fucking nerd. That's all there is to it. That guy, that's an uncultured fucking lives in a basement somewhere.
Agreed. And here's the crazy thing is that I die because it's like, okay, let's just throw this out there to the masses on Twitter. It was overwhelmingly 80+% in favor of territories for Liv Golf teams.
I'm with you. If you're gonna go team, you might as well go the full Monty.
Absolutely.
Go all the way.
I think it'd be awesome. So get some of these names here. So like the Adelaide Rippers. Dude, that might be my favorite name ever. The Adelaide Rippers.
It
what
does
does
have a
it
nice
mean?
ring to it.
Nobody knows, but it's provocative.
If anybody out there is watching, that's involved in marketing, I mean, like you just made somebody a lot of money.
Jupiter Smash. Right? Brooks is in Jupiter, Florida.
That sounds like a WNBA team. I'm just going to tell you.
That. Love that. WNBA's big now.
Is it?
They got Caitlin Clark coming in.
Okay.
She's making millions. All right, we got the Cape Town Stingers. That team sounds great. And then you just kind of break it out throughout. And then some people threw out there, too. They're like, well, if we get Victor Hovland, or what's John Rahm going to do? Well, and since we're here at the Manor Barbershop, where John is a frequent customer.
This is where you run into an issue, is like there's not enough teams to satisfy like the whole country.
But you would just have to pick territories, right? So, like, John Rahm would probably pick Scottsdale.
Okay.
Dustin Johnson.
Or Southwest. Like...
Well, you can't really go regionality. This is where it can, like...
That's what I'm saying. There's not enough.
We can get stuck in the details on this one.
But in terms of what you're saying, territory-wise, I like that play.
I do, too.
I would align with that. I'd wear a fucking jersey.
And no, like the guys that have these Liv accounts, I'm not shitting on Liv when I say this stuff. It's like... I just think that they would be better off with territories and regionality.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is regionality a word?
Oh, it is now.
Perfect.
It's our word.
That works for me. All right, we've got the Zurich Classic recap now. Now, a quick word from our sponsor. Swannies is here with a fresh take. Performance-based materials are a given these days. But if you're looking for the stretchiest and most lightweight pieces that deliver a look that says, I'm here for a good time, take a walk on the Swannies side. With fabric sourced from recycled plastics and designs sourced from our very own weekend warriors, Swannies is looking out for both our planet and those that need a little style to boost their drive another 15 yards. Premium looks from top to bottom at swannies.co. Which I almost feel bad about, leaving. I feel like I want to talk more about Adelaide and how great it was and everything, but that pretty much summed it up.
It is tough to kind of not talk a little more about how cool that really was for Australia and how big that tournament really was, and kick that under the rug. But you do have to move on.
You really do. You got to move on.
Zurich, I'm going to tell you, I'm a little bit of, as much as I'm a golf fan, I'm kind of an idiot. I tried to bet on it, and I went on there, and I'm like, who the fuck's in the lead? I didn't even know it was a team event. I'm like, it just shows everybody at even par when you go on. I'm like, who's leading? Oh. So, anyways.
And then the Zurich Classic, okay? So, for the PGA Tour, for those accounts that just love the PGA Tour and can't stand Liv Golf, this might bother you a little bit. So you might want to throw on some earmuffs because Zurich Classic was a two-man team event. Yeah, that's right. It was a team event. And, we're losing shit. With the Zurich Classic, with it being a two-man team event, players love being on a two-man team, playing in this format. The guys were having a blast out there.
They were.
And you talk to the players, and they tell you, they're like, it's one of the coolest events of the year that I get to play with my buddy. Like, we get to go out there, ham and egg it. Yeah. You know, they get some camaraderie going. And I really like that about it, right? But Zurich Class is kind of a little bit of a snoozer for me. I don't get that into it. What about you?
Why is it a snoozer for you?
I don't know. It always has been.
I'm going to go a little deep here, and I don't want to get lost in the weeds here, but I think we were talking about this maybe last night. We've gotten into this before. Golf is the only sport that you grow up and you play high school golf, and it's a team, and you play college golf, and it's a team, and you know, you break out into two-man teams, and then you go off on your own, and that's it. And you have the Ryder Cup, and that's it. When you get to play these team events, it's like a rekindling of that, and it's cool to watch two dudes have to work together and kind of go to war against each other. So I think it's cool. I think it's I think it's under marketed, if you could say. Maybe that's why it's a snoozer for you. I don't know. Maybe it's not pepped up enough.
I don't love the format either.
What's the format?
Best ball, alternate shot, best ball, alternate shot.
What would you like to see?
I would like to see a Ryder Cup format almost.
Just straight up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. I mean, I would love to see like a scramble, right? I'd love to see a best ball in there. I don't mind one of the rounds being an alternate shot.
Yeah.
But then, you know, maybe you do...
two singles?
Yeah, but how would that play out, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Both scores counting towards the overall score, something like that.
Correct.
I mean, I'm just winging it here because I did not plan to like go into detail on that. But yeah,
I'll tell you what you could throw out for me out of any format forever is alternate shot.
Not a huge fan of alternate shot.
Alternate shot sucks.
It's not fun either.
It's not. No.
Like you're only hitting half the shots.
And one guy fucks up, and now it's on you. It's just, yeah.
It's like, oh, thanks, Buttsy, for putting me in the goddamn
There's no strategy. One guy is not ever going to shine. If one guy's having a bad day, it's just that guy's having a bad day, and this guy has to deal with it.
I would want to see him go 78 under.
Yeah.
Like, get the scramble going. Let's see a 41. Like, all these scramble tournaments to where these... Oh, God, there's a good video on social media.
What is it?
That the guy's sitting there holding his phone up, doing a selfie, and he's like, I'm a +1, and I played with a couple scratch golfers. We shot 56, and then he pans it over and he goes, "Those guys shot 48." And like it's like a guy in a camo hat, a big fat guy, and then you just like got guys that can't really play golf.
Just full of fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way to police those, but the event I was in last weekend, or the 2 weekends ago, the RTL Cup, the Refuse to Lose, to which Swanee sponsored us, gave us some nice shirts.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Oh, is that what happened?
That
I
was
saw
the
you
Ryder
guys all-
Cup setup.
Yeah, you guys all matched. That's what happened.
Yeah, Swanee's
I
came through,
didn't
sponsored
know
the
that.
team, gave us some shirts there, so that was pretty sweet.
Okay.
And guess what? Part of the Zurich Classic, we got to see two guys that we normally don't see at the top of the leaderboards that much, in Ryan Brehm and Mark Hubbard. They finished third, and Ryan Brehm, by the way,
Don't
big
even know who
shout
that
out
is
to
anymore.
Ryan Brehm, Swanee's guy, Swanee's pro.
There you go.
Yeah, love that.
So they love that.
Oh,
Big
they
for
were
them.
they were posting. It's the first time that I've really seen them like posting
Yeah.
like clips
Of-
on their social
yeah.
media. It was pretty cool to see.
Big day for them.
Yeah, it really was a big day. We were also talking. We had a business meeting last night, and they were talking about the fact that, man, ever since we started listening to your podcast, we started seeing Swanees pop up everywhere. That was a pretty cool conversation
You're like,
we had.
thanks.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, a lot of people have heard about it through us, which is nice. But yeah, Swanees is having a good year when it comes to that stuff. But the team that won, not too shockingly, they were on my radar last week when I talked about it, is Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry.
I used to love Rory. I still respect the golf. He just looks. I just get this wiener nerd thing out of him these days. Even his mannerisms, he just is like, yeah. I don't know.
Did you hear the karaoke?
No, I saw. I didn't see it with sound on.
The karaoke was a bit rough. Missed a note.
Did you?
Missed
Yeah.
a note. I'm a big karaoke guy, okay?
I like Lowry.
I was a part of the Sweater Boys in New York City.
The Sweater Boys.
Do you know who gave us that name?
I don't.
We crashed a karaoke party with MTV executives and didn't realize it. And they gave us the name the Sweater Boys.
I'm sure they did.
Because we went in with our golf polos and sweaters over them.
Oh my!
But they
Lord.
loved it. Absolutely loved it. So yeah, little rough. There's some notes that Rory should be taking. He should get a singing coach. I feel like you got enough money.
I've watched. So he's sung now, and I've also watched him throw a baseball, and I've realized that Rory has zero athletic ability outside of hitting a golf ball, and it's just changed my perception of him a lot. So, anyways,
That happens.
he's a huge talent, and good for him, and good for Shane, and yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm with you. Maybe it was kind of a dud tournament. Maybe this really is pretty lackluster.
But I will say, they let loose. The Irish guys know how to drink.
Yes.
So they were partying right after the win. And here's the thing. Well, first I'll give a shout out to the runner-up team, Chad Ramey and Martin Trainer.
Okay.
I know Chad Ramey. I just know of him.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know who Martin Trainer was.
Never heard of him.
I thought he was a personal trainer when I heard the name.
Well, the name would
Yeah, give it away.
lead
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, his family, heritage,
Yeah.
trainers.
So?
They were part of the runner-up team, which is great.
What do
Good
they
for them?
What kind of money do they split? For
Dude,
that?
it was an $8.9 million purse. What? Yeah. For a team event. I'm like, shit, sign us up. Let's get in there.
Oh,
Never wouldn't go well.
no, we wouldn't win that. But
No.
well, so that's the.
But we will talk about something of influencers here in a second.
That's the Zurich, right?
No, that's the Q.
that's no.
at
I'm
Myrtle
talking
Beach,
about Rory and.
Oh yeah, Zurich Classic. That's what we're still on.
But look
For
how
some
we're-
reason, though, it seemed like Rory afterwards just needed that victory to play well the rest of the year. And you'd be like, why a team event would make him feel better?
You think that's going to catapult Rory?
I do. Because think of all the stress he's dealt with over the past 2 years with being the face of the PGA Tour, having to talk so much and be the face of the PGA Tour through the entire PIF Liv battle.
Well, for 2 years now, right? For Yeah, quite some time.
And then was the scapegoat where he really felt betrayed. I don't know. It felt like a weight was lifted off.
You think the team event is doing that for him?
Well, look at the beginning of the year. He was over in Dubai.
Yeah.
Wins that, hands down. Like, just goes out there and takes it. That wasn't a bad field that he was playing against.
No.
You had top players across the world. But it was like he got off of the U.S. soil, and all of a sudden, he was loosened up. And so that's where I think
he always plays good in Dubai, though.
Yeah, he really does. All right. Fuck me, then.
No, I wasn't trying to disagree with you. I was just,
Ready for the next
let's
one?
Let's not forget real quick that Rory is still one of the best players in the world.
He really is. I mean, his golf.
We're not gonna sit here and say that he's this shit player.
And secretly, his putting has gotten a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
but the Zurich, I think I'm with you. Kind of just it's kind of.
Yeah, and here's the thing: I watched it, so
well, it's golf.
I suffered through it, and outside of Adelaide this week, there was some suffering moments because guess what else I fucking watched that I regret I did.
What'd you watch?
I wish to hell that I did not waste my time on this. It was the Q Myrtle Beach Qualifier.
We're gonna sit on this one for a while.
To a PGA Tour event. And here's the thing. I watched it because Fat Perez was in there. And FP, we've had him on the show multiple times. I consider him a friend. We text. His birthday was the other day. I hit him up. And so I'm like, all right, let me give this a shot. I was expecting, but I did see right before I went to go turn it on.
Fuck those
somebody
nerds.
On Twitter all of a sudden hit up because I said, I'm like, I'm going to basically do a live tweeting while I watch this damn thing. And sure enough, somebody goes, oh, get ready. The production sucks, but the golf isn't bad. And so I'm like, oh, great. Here we go. And I think I had 37 tweets that I put out throughout.
I may need a piss break before we get into this because I got a lot to say about this fucking this fucking conundrum.
You know what? Go for your piss break because I'm gonna click on the chat section here and see what we got.
Because this is a very personal thing for me.
There are some comments and we missed them early on, so we're gonna go through them now.
What'd they say?
So Maximilian threw out there that the fan at Liv Golf Adelaide tossed an absolute dart out there, and you were spot on. By the way, it was an absolute dart. All right, then we've got Kim Jong-un. Liv will be irrelevant until they switch to match play with teams playing together. All right, that is something that I've talked about, but I never really grasped the team concept up until started seeing teams win when none of the players had a chance to win. So it added an extra element for me. So I'm fine with Liv Golf not playing in a match play setting. But I do think that would be kind of cool if they had a match play tournament.
Absolutely.
I guess the team event is or the team championship is kind of like that. Territories, match play, bracket tournament. Kim Jong-un might be onto something here. Kim Jong-un is friends, by the way, with Dennis Rodman. So, and Texas has a squad. All right, love that. Tennis is the same. Okay, Kim Jong-un's been on a streak here. Keep it coming, Kim Jong-un. You're doing a great job. All right, let me, I also now have to pull up the notes on this setup as well. Here we go. Perfect. So now I have it on my iPad instead of, we have a new screen, folks. We are testing it out. And,
audio good?
Yeah, the audio has to be good because people are commenting. So love that for us. Love that for you guys.
Very nice.
All right, so now let's get into the qualifier. I was actually enjoying, the one thing that I was enjoying was watching FP play. I like watching FP play. Uh-oh. We got a little sauce here from Buttsy. Tell me about it, because he's a buddy of mine.
I don't understand what qualifies you to play in that event. I understand these guys are big on YouTube, and I understand the marketing and why he would get picked and why it's good for the brand. Fat Perez has no fucking business being out there. I play, and I have a personal vendetta. I set up a match with these guys. They hit me up, Buttsy. Set up a match in Arizona. You versus Fat Perez. We're gonna film it.
I do recall this going down. This was before you were a co-host on here.
We're gonna set it up. I said, all right, cool. I'll set up free golf. No group behind us. No group in front of us. We got a trail cart. I got groups. I got carts for your cameras. Rode with Fat. Great day. Texting. Great friends. Play the match. Cold turkey. Goes dark.
Never came out, huh?
Not only that. No response. Nothing. Zero. No text. No nothing.
Uh-oh.
No thank you. Not even a reply of any kind since that day.
Wow, little anger out of you there. I don't see that often.
It's not about the match, and I'm not going to spoil the match just in case.
Just in case it ever does come
Just
out.
in case it ever comes out, because we had a tremendous day. I'm going to tell you right now, we had a wonderful day, and it was a great match. But the fact that, just like no text, no call, no nothing. So, anyways, beyond that,
It was a great day.
who qualifies for this? Okay.
All right, so 8 YouTubers that were hand-selected.
Hand-selected,
And
why?
then 8 pros that were around the Myrtle Beach area.
Okay. I just think that there's 1,000 other guys that could have been out there.
So I did throw this out there to Monday Q Info because we've had conversations. I've had him on the podcast, and Ryan French, he's very much so that, like, you got to give guys opportunities to qualify for tournaments, right?
For sure.
And I thought, okay, he's going to probably not like the fact that it was a hand-selected group. He was okay with it, thought the concept was good because it was only going for one spot. And he knew, as well as pretty much everybody else knew, that one of the pros was going to be the qualifier.
Of course.
And so my biggest issue with it was the production. I thought, guys, you just recorded all this great footage. Why in the hell do you not have an influencer or one of the YouTube personalities or us actually commentating this damn thing? Like, it was,
Total fail.
there would be like a sentence said, 10 minutes goes by of pure silence, just looking at golfers hit shots. It was worse than watching grass grow.
No, they didn't do it right. Like
It was not.
No, 100% they didn't do it right. And furthermore, I understand. I'm a marketing guy, right? So they went to the top. They went to the top YouTube guys, and they went pick the top guys, and that's it. Okay, they didn't really pick based on merit. Okay, I would have liked to see pick guys in the middle of the pack. Don't just pick the top guys. Pick guys that actually have a fucking chance to play in this tournament. Pick guys that might actually get in the field and make the cut. Like,
I have to agree with you on that.
Like, pick guys that might get out there. Okay, you want to throw Grant Thorvat in. He deserves it. He's done a great job on YouTube, and he might actually play. Pick George Bryan. He deserves it. He's done a great job marketing himself. But outside of those two, Micah, Fat, I mean, as much as he's a great personality, he's going to shoot 80.
George was technically, I believe, brought in as one of the pros, not as a YouTube person, even though he's a YouTube guy.
He's a YouTube guy, though. Like, even still, even as good as he is, he's not. There's better YouTube golfers that aren't as big as them. There are guys on YouTube that aren't as big as them that are way fucking better at golf that should have had a shot and should have been out there.
I will have to agree with you.
Somebody should have been involved in the selection process. You should have had names that people have never heard of, but some people have in that cult-specific following to them, where maybe they only have 100,000 people following them, and you and I maybe even we haven't heard of them, but they're actually capable of making the cut in that tournament, and they would have gone out there and waxed the fuck out of everybody that was playing in that tournament.
My
And they
biggest
weren't
issue
there.
out of the hand selection was actually Dan Rappaport. I'm like, why in the hell is Dan Rappaport playing in this? Like, but just because he's a Barstool guy? Like, he's not a YouTube personality.
And Dan does not do well with Constructive commentary? Did you see him get lit up online?
Dude, and he was everybody thought that I shot 85. I shot 76. Blah,
Okay,
blah,
well, it
blah.
doesn't matter. You
Dude,
suck.
great. You shot in the mid 70s, bud. Like,
Micah
I'm
shoots
sorry,
86.
that's not good enough to qualify for a PGA Tour event. You might be happy with it, but that means you didn't belong.
And I'll hand it to Fat. 81, given the circumstances, people don't realize that's actually, like, even though I have like a personal thing on the side, 81's really not that bad, but you were never going to qualify and like make a cut in a PGA fucking Tour event. Like, let's be honest. Like, that's, yeah.
No, but I think
I'm done.
that was marketing. It was a concept to try to get fan interest in an event. By the way, it's a PGA Tour event that is not a. So there's a signature series event, and then there's the lower level.
Understand.
So this was one spot to get into that lower level PGA Tour event.
Understood, but how cool would it be if one of the guys that you put in, you won across the board with somebody that, okay, you got a little bit of marketing and they qualified and they made the cut. Like,
I'm surprised we're not getting more comments right now. Like, for
I wonder
this particular site. Like,
I wonder,
audience, what are you thinking when it came to the? If you didn't watch because you saw my Twitter thread, I can't blame you there because I said it was a complete waste of time.
I played with Fat Perez. He's a 5.
I'm like a 6, so.
He's right there. He's in our weekend group, bro. He's right there with us. Like, we're the same golfers.
Yeah. All right, let's get.
Anyways,
let's keep it on moving.
Didn't mean to get mad there. Just
No.
have a little bit of a. I felt a little wrong by that.
I'm really surprised that nobody is chiming in here, except we've got another Kim Jong-un sighting. He goes, "You guys are awesome."
Oh,
appreciate you, Kim Jong.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate the fact that Kim Jong-un is friends with Dennis Rodman. Love that.
For real?
For real. Like that's a real thing.
Oh, the actual Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, the actual Kim Jong-un.
Maybe that's him. What if it's actually him?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Can we confirm? We might need to do a little IP lookup later.
Kim Jong-un, can you confirm?
It says North Korea Republic. We look it up.
Oh
my God.
More Kim Jong-un here. So he said, I watched, thought it was underproduced, but a cool concept. Yep, I'm in the same boat as you. Now, here's the thing, Kim Jong, can you confirm whether or not you are the Kim Jong-un? I love that.
If he says he's eating fire Cheetos and petting a tiger right now, it's him.
Yeah, you got to imagine that if it's the real Kim Jong, he's got some crazy.
What was that movie with Seth Rogen?
Oh God,
great movie.
Yeah, they tried to get that band
with James and they go.
Oh wow,
they try to kill him.
Yeah, they're CIA.
And he ends up best friends with him, and they're crying in the tank. Yeah,
it's tough.
We're getting way off track
tough
here.
World there. Kim Jong-un, you got it. You got us on just completely off track here, Kim Jong. And Kim Jong is not confirming nor denying right now whether or not he is the actual Kim Jong-un. So up until he does comment,
now,
we won't
where's
know.
he commenting from? Like, where's is that on YouTube?
Twitter.
Let me see that. Let me see
the
name again.
That's on the X.
Kim Jong-un. So to have that name, that's pretty special.
I mean, talk about just getting. Well, that's what he goes by. We don't know what his actual Twitter handle is.
It might be him.
I would hope so.
Can you imagine?
That would be incredible.
Can you imagine if that's real?
That'd be amazing. All right, Swanee Style segment, folks, and this is a doozy. So the good old Swanee Style segment. It's really becoming one of my more favorite segments, which I'm surprised because I like style. But just the way that it kind of opens the door to some of these conversations is phenomenal. So we're going to start with a question, or here we go. What did you think of Kevin Na and the Ironheads and this shirt right here? I'm going to show you here. What'd you think about that?
That is
because Kevin Na had a temper tantrum in this moment, wearing this shirt, which only made it that much more funny. In my opinion.
That's like an Alexander Julian Color shirt from 1993, in living color. Something's like, if I could reference something, it's even before my time. That's a terrible golf shirt.
It's really bad.
It's bad.
I'm going to put it back up again.
I'd wear it. It's one of those shirts that kids today would wear because it's that bad.
You think so?
Yes.
You think it's like thrift shopping?
It's
I wear my granddad's clothes.
It's just above that. Like, that's something that people would wear.
I look incredible. That's Kevin Na right there, man.
Are you Macklemore?
Little Macklemore, little thrift shop.
What
Did a
do
little
you
thrift shopping
want?
this weekend.
What do you wear this song?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, come on now.
It's a bad shirt. It's
you
a
and I
bad
are
shirt.
doing a podcast together. Of course we're fucking weird.
It's a bad shirt.
It is a bad shirt. It's not good. I keep looking at it. I got to stop. I got to get back to the show notes here. So...
It's winding. I mean, we get 3/4 in and shit gets weird. That's pretty normal.
Yeah,
so.
it is pretty normal.
Carry on.
Now, do you like the team polos
Yes.
for Liv? I do too.
Yeah.
I feel like some of them are really sharp.
It's like baseball team, right? You all wear the same shit. Like,
Yeah, I totally agree. Brooks is the only one that really doesn't.
He doesn't like that?
Well, no, he wears the Nike hat because he's sponsored by Nike still.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't wear the Smash hat.
And he goes to the beat of his own drum anyways.
Brooks really does. You can't hate him for it.
God, that's Chinese food.
There was
right
so
there.
much that I was about to just say too.
Say it.
I can't.
I can't.
Brooks is a legend.
Yeah. We got to get Brooks on here.
Oh, God. Okay. The next part of the Swanee Style segment. Liv Golf recently signed a deal with New Era. Okay, the hat company. Mm-hmm. So everybody's got the New Era hats now.
Big fan of New Era.
Yeah. You know what? Is this big news for Liv sponsor? I feel like this is the first big U.S. sponsorship deal or partnership deal outside of like them paying for Google and calling it a partnership.
Say that again. They don't have U.S. sponsors?
No.
For real?
They barely have any sponsors.
Wow.
That's why you don't see any commercials.
I guess I just assumed that they did.
It's been tough because of everything political-wise.
Do we know the logistics of this sponsorship? How much?
Partnership.
New Era's pretty big.
New Era is pretty big.
Yeah.
So I think it is actually pretty big news that they got a U.S. company to move forward. Now, some of the teams have gotten like clothing sponsors or partners.
Yeah.
So like Bryson's team, the Crushers, they're with Stitch. You know, trying to think of who.
What about all the golf companies and stuff? Like they're not directly affiliated?
Oh, so I did get this from club manufacturers. They are no longer sponsored by any of the club manufacturers. They have to get all of their own equipment.
But
there are club
do they
makers,
allow
like tour vans
to be on site?
Yes, but they're not.
But they're not affiliated.
They're not even really out. I feel like Liv hired because when I had Sam on.
This is interesting.
The
That
CEO
people
from
want to
Lab
know
Golf.
this because I assumed that they're just in.
Yeah, that there's tour vans out there and everything.
They're just part of it. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, there's a few guys that are like the actual guys that go around and do all the fittings and stuff, but I think they're just more so independent parties. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they do not have active sponsorship deals with club manufacturers.
So you're trying to tell me in all of Liv Golf, New Era is the first U.S. aligned company that has inked a deal with Liv Golf.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we got a little sighting from a longtime listener. Run PMC says, good evening. Thanks, Run PMC.
Hey, Run PMC.
I always wonder what the PMC stands for.
Man, maybe you don't want to know. You might not want to know.
Sometimes you don't.
Yeah. Carry on. That's interesting about that, though. Liv sponsorship. That's very interesting.
Found that out from Sam, and then also was speaking with somebody who was one of Bryson's reps.
We should be looking to sponsor fucking Liv. Like, oh my God, I thought people would be jumping off the fucking guardrails to sponsor Liv.
No.
For real. Wow.
No, a lot of controversy around Liv.
Ooh,
a lot of controversy, which is why I don't play politics with the whole damn thing. I don't believe politics belong in golf, and I don't really buy into the whole, PGA Tour or versus, Greg Norman, that whole bullshit. I don't buy into it anymore. I'm just like, you know what? I like golf. I'm not a politician. I don't want to get into politics. I don't care who's funding it. I don't care about any of that. I'm glad the players are getting paid.
And I think we professed this even when we started first rolling together here, but as the years have gone on, it's starting. The fallout's starting to happen. Things are starting to smooth out. The dust is settling, so to speak. I don't think it's going anywhere.
No, me neither.
Do you think Liv is going anywhere?
I don't anymore.
You said that when we first started. You thought they were out.
Well, if they merge with the PGA Tour,
yeah, but I don't think that's happening anytime
I don't
soon.
think so.
Have you heard an update since?
No. And since they were supposed to be in due diligence, and that can take some time.
Yeah.
So in M&A,
they'll have another season.
Mergers and acquisitions.
Yeah.
Due diligence can take a long time.
Like there'll be another Adelaide next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Liv is going anywhere. I'm sorry, anti-Liv, for saying that. You crack me up sometimes, but man, I really don't think they're going anywhere. So we've got now the upcoming CJ Cup, Byron Nelson. This one threw me for a loop at first. It threw you for a fucking loop.
Yes.
Because you're like, what's the CJ Cup? And I'm like, it's the AT&T Byron Nelson. AT&T,
why is it called the CJ Cup then?
Because the CJ Cup is a huge Korean sponsor.
Okay, so that's the title company.
Yes.
Okay.
So they replaced AT&T. Now, if you recall last year, the winner was Jason Day, which that was his first win in 5 years. Can he repeat?
I don't think so. I think he's going to get to number one.
That was quick.
And he's going to be wearing a Malbon windbreaker suit.
Oh.
And he's going to get hurt. He's going to get blown off the tee because his clothes are going to be so big he's going to get blown into a tree.
Oh, no.
And injured because of his clothing that he won't be able to finish the tournament. I'm sorry. No, he may.
Here's the thing. And I know I'm a Swannies guy.
I actually love the Malbon gear.
I like some of the Malbon stuff, but the stuff they put him in is kind of like, it's fringe stuff. Like, it's kind of like out there.
If you're going to go like that way, just go back to Tiger 2000.
Pleats, please.
Just go right back.
I want some pleats.
Yes.
I want Tiger used to have the best baggy pleated
Why don't
pants.
you and I do this? I mean, I know, Swannies, but why don't we go down to Dillard's this weekend and get ourselves fit up with some fucking Dockers pants, size 42 waist, but get them tailored down, pleats, parachute bottom. Let's bring it back.
I don't think the Dockers, because they're too thick of a material. I want like the suit pant type.
You
of
know
material.
what the zoot suit look like? Yeah.
All right, so I'm in because Swannies doesn't do pants that I know of.
You could wear the polo like it is.
Exactly, with the pleats.
With the big gangster flowing pants.
Dude, I think we're on to something here.
Juicy shoes. Maybe you don't wear the old classics, but you wear the J's with that look. Modernize it.
Folks, this could get real good.
Sorry.
Real good.
We always get drunk at the end here, and we come up with some pretty...
Oh, here we go. Run PMC with a little bit of knowledge for us. Pretty sure a company called The Tour Van is the tour van for Liv. So, yeah, exactly what we were talking about. I believe it is because there is an independent company that I know goes around at Liv. They have
a contract with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're getting paid by Liv to go out there. So it makes a lot of sense.
But they still have their individual deals. Like Brooks still gets paid from Shrixon.
No. Well, some of them do, I guess.
Yeah, they still have their individual contracts.
Some of them, but the tour guys are not out there.
Shrixon is still posting Brooks stuff. They still have their contract with him. So that's still live. So I would imagine if he needs a 7-iron on fucking Friday,
they gotta ship it to him.
Or somebody on site has to do it. So maybe they work through the tour van to provide it to him.
According to Sam from Lab Golf, he said there are no tour reps out there.
There has to be a way to get him what he needs or whoever what they need.
I'm sure like his agent calls and they ship it out and whatever.
I should not
Solid
have had.
push.
I had a Chinese buffet for lunch and
I smell it. It's delicious.
each burp. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Did you go to Kim Jong-un's place?
No. Little chicken saute though, and it's coming up. Anyways, carry on.
Carry on. We've got so with the CJ Cup, that is a Korean sponsor. So all the Koreans are going to be in this tournament, right? Course info, just to give you guys a little bit of heads up here, a little bit of intel. So this is TPC Craig Ranch. This is the 4th year of their 5-year deal. So after next year, they might be at a new golf course for this tournament. It was designed by the late Tom Weiskopf. Rest in peace, Tom. I do like his designs.
T-dub.
It's a par 71 at 7,414 yards.
Not short.
Not a shorty.
Roll the ball back.
Roll it back. Now, field analysis, not super strong this week, guys. It's not super strong.
Is it not?
Not. And it's because a lot of,
So does that mean we got some new guys in? Like we got some bottom feeders that
we got some of we got like Jägermeister's in there.
Cool.
Jake Knapp's in there. Also some of the notables. You got Jordan Spieth. You got Jason Day. You got Siwoo. You got Tom Kim. You love Tom Kim. I already mentioned Jake Knapp. You got Sung Jae. Good old Minwoo Lee. Let him cook. And then Adam Scott. Those are kind of the notables this week.
Throwing a fat bet on the Napster.
Love that.
Yep.
Betting wise, so is that your pick?
That's that's it. Especially at 7,400 yards.
I like that for you. I'm going to say Tom Kim. I'm taking your boy.
You're taking my guy, and I don't like Tom Kim.
I was very high on Tom Kim for a long time.
As soon as you said 7,400, depends on if the wind blows, I think.
Tommy Kim's gained some distance, though. He's going to be fun.
Okay.
All right, folks. We're moving on.
Keep it moving. We're getting through this pretty good.
Keep it moving, okay? Liv Golf Singapore. Previous winner, guess who it is? Taylor Gooch. The Goocher.
At the Sing.
I don't know why I started getting
Thailand?
into like a Trump voice there. Gooch, Taylor Gooch.
Oh, he's doing huge things in Singapore. Huge things.
For Taylor Gooch. That was a little bit of Bill Clinton, too. That was weird.
Yeah. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh, boy. Here we go. So I love it when we get some old-time listeners who have been around for a long time because they bring up some of the past episode dirt.
What'd they say?
Run PMC drops in a doozy. Will Tom Kim get a separate locker room for the tournament, though? Major factor. Okay, so Bobby clued us in on Tom Kim to where at one of the tournaments, when he was first coming out, he asked the bathroom attendant if he could have a private shower.
Why?
So we started calling him Little Dickie Tom
Oh, I was
Kim.
just going to say.
Yeah, didn't want the boys to see the little Dickie.
The little wonton.
Little wonton. Wonton soup.
Little wonton.
Yeah, you hate to see it. So Tom Kim... and by the way, Tom Kim has a private bathroom and locker room this
chop
week.
stock broken hand.
Part of the CJ Cup. And the players said this is the best spread that they have seen at any PGA Tour event.
Food-wise.
Because the CJ Cup, if I'm not wrong here, I've talked about this with Bobby. Bobby's a big Korea guy. Obviously, he's caddied for all the Koreans.
Okay.
Apparently, it's a grocery store over in Korea.
Oh.
Folks, correct me if I'm wrong here. But CJ Cup, so they've got great food out there this week. Great food. Not the kind that you ate.
Okay.
Korean, not Chinese. Okay?
Sounds kind of fucking awesome.
Just wanted to clarify there. I don't know where to put my fucking drink right now. This is not going well.
I think you got it in the holster. The arm holster is pretty solid.
This is just jamming me up. But I have gotten our comments and everything on the iPad now. So that's why I'm staring at this constantly, because I'm seeing if you guys are leaving comments. I'm also looking at our show notes. Now, so you are Jake Knapp, and I am Little Dickie Tom Kim.
I like it.
Love it.
And I kind of want to hop on my phone right now and kind of see what those odds are. Not going to lie.
Why don't you? Because we're getting into Liv Golf Singapore. I feel like we got distracted there because of the Tom Kim comment. We were into Liv Golf Singapore, then we bounced back out to the PGA Tour. Now we're back into Liv Golf, and the previous winner is Taylor Gooch. He went back-to-back last year at Adelaide and then Singapore. So sure enough, Taylor Gooch, this tournament I feel like fits him even better than Adelaide does, and that's why I think he's got a decent shot to repeat here. And this could be his shining moment to kind of make his stamp on the year. He hasn't had a great year yet. He has kind of dwindled a little bit, which shows that he might be a one-trick pony last year.
You don't think he's going to win again?
I don't know.
He looks like a goby fish at PetSmart.
Do you know he's never won on U.S. soil?
Taylor Gooch?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's why he's not at the Masters.
All international.
Yeah.
So
That's why Jake
previous
Knapp-
team winner was the Range Goats, but Taylor Gooch was on that team. But the Range Goats, I actually like. All right, I'm gonna be straightforward with everybody. I'm an
Fanatics
OG Range Goats fan from day one. I said that they had the best logo.
You hate Liv. You ain't a fucking. No.
I'm an OG Range Goats fan.
Come on, baby.
I do not hate Liv. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, you're giving the Twitter folks just a whole lot to
on.
fucking get after me on, because they already think that I'm a PGA Tour biased.
You are.
You fucking son of a
All
bitch.
right. Hang on. Liv Golf. Volvo China.
Wait a second.
Wait, we're not covering the Volvo China.
Pure transparency.
All right, here we
I
go.
turned you into a Liv Golf fan.
Nope.
Bullshit.
Nope.
Bullshit.
I can neither deny or
Oh, you're getting real sassy over
I
there.
am. I've had a few claws.
Wow.
There's no laws.
Wow.
All right, let's see. Here we go. Okay, so let's. You're talking Tom Kim, right?
I love that you just fed into the fake narrative around me being a biased PGA
It gets the
Tour
people
guy.
going, dude.
It does,
It gets
man.
the people
I'll tell you what,
going.
the engagement on a post that we're going to get to here in a little bit was
Michael Kim.
fantastic.
That's not your guy.
What the hell are you talking about Michael Kim for?
I'm looking
Jesus Christ.
at tournament.
Get it
winners.
together.
CJ Cup.
Who's the top? Who's the guy?
Well,
Who's the best odds or
Spieth.
worst odds? Spieth?
Spieth,
Yeah, that
number
makes sense.
one.
They're in Texas.
Siwoo, number 2. Day, third. Okay. Keep
Wow.
talking, though. I want to find your guy here.
Yeah, who's got better odds, Tom Kim or Jake Knapp?
Michael Kim. I'm still not at Nap. This might be the app to bet on. I think the Fanatics app, folks. This is
Wow.
the one.
Wow.
Tom Kim.
All
where are
right,
you
so getting back to Liv Golf
at? Did he get
Singapore.
hurt?
Who get hurt?
Tom Kim.
No, he's in there.
There's Chris Kim.
Is he not in there?
Mm-mm.
I saw his name on. Oh, did he withdraw? Is he the guy that no? Will Zalatoris withdrew, which Will Zalatoris for health reasons is withdrawing for precautionary reasons, which is scary.
Dude, I'm looking.
I hope he's going to be okay.
I mean, there's like 10 Kims in the field. I do not see Tom.
Oh, Kim Jong-un. He's back again, folks. Here we go. Next Liv team needs to beat all the Kims.
Chan Kim.
Yeah, well, you got about 15 Kims to choose from, Kim Jong-un. So Kim is a pretty big name in golf.
Tom Hogue. See, dude, your guy's not in here.
Tom Kim's not in?
I do not see
I
his
swear to
name.
God I saw him on there.
I don't see it, man.
Maybe he's too good. Maybe they're like, we're not putting
I
odds
might be
on him.
missing it, but and
I mean,
don't-
you did
I don't
just
see Nap
try to
either.
throw me to the wolves with the Liv Golf hater accounts.
Well, that's
Or
just
the Liv Golf. What do I call them now?
Martin Trainer though is plus 30,000.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's my pick. All right, so if Tom Kim ain't in, I'm going with Trainer. You almost spit out your freaking White Claw. That's why I don't drink White
What
Claws.
a pick.
All right, getting back to it.
Sorry.
God damn, I've been trying to talk about Liv Golf Singapore for the better part of the last 10 minutes, and I just can't freaking get into it.
Yeah, dude.
But, all right, hang on, because I got some notes here around this shit.
I didn't mean to throw you off your
God
game.
damn it. All right, so Liv Golf Singapore, folks.
Deal
I was
with this
talking about
later.
the goddamn Range Goats, and I'm an OG Range Goats fan. You can quote me on this.
Okay.
I turned Bobby Brown into watching Liv Golf events, a PGA Tour caddy,
No way.
100%.
And how did you achieve
He hated
that?
to like it. He hated to like it because I kept telling him, I'm like, dude, this is actually good shit. And then we had James Hahn on, which James Hahn.
What benefit did you sell him on? Was it the app and
I
the
don't know.
viewing pleasure? And how well the coverage is done?
No, because back then it wasn't that great. The
Okay.
coverage wasn't
So this
great.
is a while ago.
It was a while ago. And I got him watching it, and he actually, like, off air, like, really enjoyed it. So
It's good shit, bro.
the broadcast is a hell of a lot better this year. It's way better than it's been previously. However, full transparency, folks, I did mute the broadcast this weekend.
Why?
I can't stand
Faraday?
No, Faraday's great.
Who
I
do you
love
hate?
Faraday. But what's his face? The other guy. Jerry Foltz.
Oh.
Jerry Foltz, to
Jer-
me, is just like, he gets his notes from, like, Greg to say certain things.
That are
And he always
super
brings
perfect.
up the PGA Tour or the official World Golf rankings.
He throws
or-
jabs. Like,
and it's just like, dude, it's unnecessary.
he throws super political jabs.
Yeah, so I muted it. Full transparency. And I like Faraday. I think Faraday does a great job. I think Arlo White is awesome on there. And I even have grown a liking to Dom Boulay. Good old Dom. He's an Asian guy but got a French name. It's fantastic.
Very good.
Yeah. All right. So getting back to it, they're playing at the Sentosa Golf Club. It's the Serapong Golf Course because there's two golf courses there.
Serapong.
And this is such a dope location. You get the awesome scenic views of the city, the water. They had some weather issues last year because they get storms in quite frequently. So this course, by the way, this isn't one of those rinky-dink golf courses either. This is 7,400 yards and it's a par 71.
This is
so
a
similar
real
to the PGA Tour.
golf course.
It's a real golf course.
Ain't 6,700 yards, folks.
If I'm not mistaken, the Singapore Open used to be there. It's no longer there now. But
That's sea level. This is gonna play fucking long.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to play long.
Yeah.
And it opened in 1982. It was designed by Ronald Brehm.
Love Ronald
The
Cream.
course is celebrated for its strategic layout. And then it has very large punishing bunkers throughout the course. And obviously there's water throughout. And it's also known for very challenging greens.
Okay.
So there's that, folks.
So
Which
this
is
is gonna be
nice.
this is gonna be fun to watch.
So last year was a blast.
Singapore. This
Outside of the few rain delays.
this has become a stop for the Live Tour.
Yeah.
This is one of those tournaments.
This is one of those tournaments.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for it.
If there was a stop
I would say that this
for
is
the Live haters.
This is a better golf course than Adelaide.
Oh. I mean, Adelaide's a party course. Like, and like you could say that about TPC Scottsdale.
100%.
Like, you know, TPC Scottsdale is nothing to fucking shake a hoof at. Like, it's not the best golf course on tour. It's just a psycho journey. Yeah. So
I
anyways,
mean, it's a drunk fest. I get fucked up there. I'll be the first one to admit.
me too. And
I go every day.
This year was too stupid.
And then Saturday I get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this, we've got golf picks, but louder. Pew, pew, pew. Wow, wow, wow. It's a 22. Pew, pew, pew. All right. Golf picks, but louder. It's really hard to go against the Crushers. So that's Bryson's team.
Yeah.
But I really like Torquay this week.
Who's on them?
Joaquin Neiman. Yeah, you fucking are busting my balls trying to throw me to the wolves.
No, I
on
still haven't.
fucking
I
Twitter.
still, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I was telling Rachel this like today. I was like, I've tried to study the teams, and that hasn't quite stuck in my brain.
Oh, God. I love that this just happened because you were throwing me to the goddamn wolves.
Well, that's just good TV. I mean, come on, dude. You know, that's just.
I love it.
Understand.
Okay. So, Torquay is basically Team Chile, which is Joaquin Neiman, Mito Pereira. Carlos Ortiz is not from Chile, but you got him, and then you've got Sebastian Munoz. Okay?
Oh, the four aces are winning this.
Wow. Homer.
Yeah.
Should we call you Homer Simpson right now?
No, the four aces are winning this.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think
7,400 yards.
You think good old Pat Perez has a chance here?
I think he's going to shoot around 70 each day. I think P. Reed's going to come out, probably shoot 67, 69. He's not going to shoot over par.
Wow.
Don't make a face like that.
Wow.
That's not what you're doing there.
Dude, I can't wait to get Pat.
And then DJ's deep as shit, and he's going to have a couple deep rounds, and then his boys are going to pick him up.
I can't wait to get Pat on.
From a team perspective, Pat's not going to be on. I talked to him earlier. And I said, yeah, man, when you get back, pot on the patio. And he goes, you're out of your fucking mind. I was like, okay, we'll work on it.
It's a work in progress.
We'll work on it.
It's work in progress.
Yeah.
We gotta mend the fence.
Well, we just got to wait till we're big enough. Then it'll be okay.
We're definitely getting there.
Anyways.
That was a hard laugh.
I'm drunk.
Hard laugh.
Sorry.
Wow.
I just know where it comes from when he says that. Like, yeah, you just got to be big enough, you know?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We did grab his attention, though, early on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Might shoot him a text.
All right.
Anyways, great show tonight, I think.
Hey.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
I think it went pretty well.
Once again, folks.
What do you guys think?
Swannies. Go to swannies.co. Start getting some sharp shirts like me. Swannies.co. Use promo code PullHookGolf25 at checkout for 25% off your entire order. Once again at Swannies.co. And that ends it for tonight. We really appreciate the Manor Barbershop. The guy's a goddamn legend. Oh, man, is he a legend? He's got a hell of a mustache.
Manor Barbershop's the spot.
You know, you got to talk to Pat Perez. Get him in here, too. He needs a fresh dude.
I don't know where he gets his hair cut. Probably by Ashley, but I think that's probably done.
That's probably over now. Okay, that's where we're going to end it. I don't need any more dirty messages. Just berating me. All right, folks. Have a good night, and that ends it for tonight. Once again, thank you for tuning into the
Very nice. Very